There's something that's happening in our community, and it's a real cool thing. A lot of schools like your guys' and organizations are building mental health information into the program. Not that you need the clinical piece, that's great, but it's not realistic to have somebody clinical on your staff at every single organization. Right. But what you can do is integrate mental health information into it the same way you do entrepreneurship, and it's the same. Gotcha. So if you're learning something new about mental health and emotional regulation every day, and now you got homework, you got to go talk to your mama about it too. This is planting seeds, because you can't get anybody to see anything. All you can keep doing is just, hey, here's this thing.
Right.
Here's this thing.
I think it's having conversations with people. Like, even on my job now, I'm talking to people and they're like, oh my God. And then I'll kind of slip in like, I'm also a therapist. So, and they're like, wait, you're a therapist? Like, my idea of what therapy was A, B, C, and D. And talking to you is so much different. Like, can you be my therapist? No, that's a conflict of interest. However, I think people they think of therapy in so many different things that because they've never really been, they don't know. They're just going by what they heard, seen, or just like, oh, that's typical. And then you actually get to talking to her. So you'd be like, when I first went to my internship, my boss, I saw her the first time I met her. She had like this dress on, and her hair was all done up. And as we went through like the mini interview process, she started like kicking off her shoes. She pulled her hair down, and I'm looking like, what's wrong with this lady? And she sits on the floor. And I'm looking like, what are you doing? And she was just like, I got to be comfortable. And so in watching her and shadowing her, she started talking and she cussed in a session. And I said, wait, it's a cussing counselor? Like, what happened? But it wasn't that. It was just the realness of like, I always say it from then on, I don't never want to be the clipboard therapist. Like, I've sat on the floor with kids. I've taken kids to the park across the street. We walk around the block. We just talk about any and everything. And then you slip another stuff in and they're kind of like, this is different. Like, I didn't think you could talk to me like that. Or I tell a kid, if I was your grandpa, when you rolled up on me like that, I'd have punched you in your throat. And the little boy said, now this 14 years old, standing about 6 foot, and he looked at me and said, you can't say that, you're a counselor. I said, but I'm somebody's mama. Yes. I'm somebody's wife. Right. I said, and then I'm a counselor and I'm here with you. So if I don't tell you the truth, what you gonna think of me? And he was just like, so what you saying is, and just being open and honest and not having okay, well, how does that make you feel today? I was like, you was mad as hell. Well, you was pissed off when that happened. And they're like, you can say that, I can say that. Yeah, you say what you feel. And I think just being real and letting people see that we just regular people too. Yeah. And I'm not trying to corner you. I'm not trying to diagnose you per se. I'm not trying to sit with this clipboard and get all your stuff, but just having that organic conversation. So you talking to that parent and being like, yo, I got this friend I just want you to meet. And they might talk for a minute and be like, wait, you a therapist? Like, maybe I will talk to you. And it's just that organic introducing people and just let them see that it doesn't have to be what you thought it was.
I think it's all about education. I mean, we've talked about it the whole entire time. It's all about education. I think the beauty of it, though, is that we're just normal people. We're just normal people. The ones you see in the grocery store, you see around. And just what she said is like, I can sit here with you on the floor and do whatever. I'm not. These ain't my church clothes. I can do whatever I need to do in these clothes. Like, I want to relate to people more than anything.